All right, let's get to it, man. No matter what, y'all, the market performs. So here's what I want you to understand. From 1987 to 2023, or we are 2024, I want you to look at all the things that happened along the way, but yet and still, the market still did what? Perform, right? And so what we need to understand that in time, watch this, I'm about to give y'all a good bar. I'm about to give y'all a good bar that y'all can listen to. When the market declines, stocks go to their rightful owner. Why do we say that? Because when the market declines, the people who were greedy, they start selling. The people who are patient and they understand how the machine works, they tend to buy more, which means just like in the street, you triple your net worth in the drought. You triple in the street. So that's why I like to bring this back to us from a perspective that we can understand. Like when I was in the street, my OG always told me this: you're gonna make more money in a drought. And I said, why? He said, because in a drought, if you always have something, people are willing to pay premium prices for it. They're willing to pay more for it in a drought because they're so addicted to the idea of making money. They're so locked in on the idea of making money, they'll pay more than what they'll normally pay, and sometimes double. And if you learn how to break it and cut it, you can actually stretch it a little more because they're not even worrying about getting the watered down version. As long as it ain't too watered down, as long as it don't start melting, you all right. So one of the things me and my auntie learned how to do was how to put just enough on it to keep it from melting in the plastic.
That boy is good.
Mm-hmm. Since we saw Black Monday in 87, we had the Kuwait. You was in Kuwait, cuz? That's when cuz was in Kuwait. I remember that. Gulf War, collapse of the Soviet Union, the 90s recession. Oh, you old, my dog. Now think about this. In 1990, they did not see the Dow Jones being at 4,200 right now. They didn't see that. 42,000, I'm sorry. 42,000. They didn't see that in 1990, but guess what? Warren Buffett still been playing the game. You feel me? Look, 1999, the Asian financial crisis, SARS, golf. You remember the SARS in 2002? Y2K pop of the technical bubble? Like 9/11, the market is down. Guess what though? And even that from 99 to 2002. But guess what we get? More peaks and more valleys and more swine flu. Global financial crisis in 2008. Come on, y'all. You feel me? Russian invasion. COVID-19. Now look, I want y'all to think about something. If you just started investing heavy from the pandemic to now, you've tripled your net worth.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
I really need this money, Nate.
If you would have just started investing during the pandemic and really took it serious, that's all I'm saying. If we just take it serious, and that's my thing for us, I just want us to take it serious because the game ain't going nowhere. And the longer you play around with it, the longer I'm gonna do this, the longer you like BS with it and don't take it serious as you should take it. Just imagine this, Jose. What if everybody who was getting them PPP loans would have been putting at least 25 to 30% of their money in the market? And the reason why I'm saying this is because if we look at this chart, here's what we know. Look at those peaks that you got to go through. But also, let me rewind that. Look at those peaks that the market rewards you with, but also look at the valleys that you got to go through to get to the peaks. So now, think about this. From 1987 to 2023, what the market doing? Guess what? I've been investing for my daughter since she was born in 2016. Imagine what it'll look like in 2046. If I never even put another dollar in it, just imagine what it looks like to 2046, right? And that's me consistently understanding what's going on, pivoting. That's me going through the peaks, repositioning, pivoting, but staying in the game. The goal is for y'all to build your positions up consistently so that you can stay in the game. Let's go a little further to it. Here we go. Y'all know I got to give y'all data. You know I got to give you some data. So watch this. Here's the median return. Here's the mean. So October, you get a better month, but it's not as bad. It's recovering from September, but September wasn't as bad. November, we already talked about it. Every chart, a piece of data I showed us the same thing. October spikes up. November get us a good spike. December comes down a bit. January, February, March, we see the same data. But watch this. September gave us a 1.6% return. On average, if we look at it, on average, September over the last 10 years gives us negative. Now, here's the thing. It also shows us that out of all of the years, it also gave us 1, 2, 3, and this year made 4 years. But on average, it gives us a negative year, -5, -9, -5, -4. Guess what? October says. It's kind of a mixed blend, but we get a peak because we done got more out of it than average. So guess what? On average, and this one says 10 years and this one said 11 years. On average, October gives us, in the last 10 years, October gives us a 1.7% return. That's the S&P. 2%, 2%, 7%, 8%. Out of the average 10 years, they had another year missing. It gives us plus. So, but watch this though. November gives us average of 4% return. So what did that tell us? September we get prepared. August really we get prepared because that's 0.4, which was my blueprint. What the blueprint was. July scale back. August sit. September get in position. That was the blueprint. But July came, August, September came a little early. So we had to battle through that. But look, it's telling us right now we need to be doing. Preparing. It tells us that. And that's why I always tell us, for me, somebody say, bro, you told us September was a bad year. I pivoted, played some puts, and got 3K, up 25%. And I ain't mad at it, bro. That's why this show not just, it's about buying, it's about playing the game so many different ways. Of course, I'm gonna talk, y'all know my method, man, God and money, y'all. Because we not worshiping the money, we not praising the money, we not falling in love with the money. We just understand the money is a tool for us to buy back our freedom and also give our portion to God that we're supposed to give it. Because anytime you plant it and you nurture it, you can harvest. I love making money so I can give. I love giving. There's no other feeling. I guarantee you this. You can go buy a brand new car that you always loved. You're going to get a great feeling. But if you go give somebody $1,000 out the kindness of your heart, I promise you it's going to feel better than that car. I promise you that. You'll get the car you always wanted. But I promise you, when you go give somebody some money or you do a good deed for somebody, man, it make you feel so much like, it just, I be like, bro, I just did that. Like, I love giving a $100 tip every time. If my bill, I promise you, my bill could be $40, I'm giving $100. Every time. Now, if my bill like $400, $500, then I'm gonna increase it to like $250, $300. I do it every time. Because here's what I learned. And this happens every time I do this. The people be like, they always come right back to me. They done even ran me down before. I'm out the door about to get in my car. They're like, hold on. So I'm like, well, I forgot something. I'm like, no, listen, you just changed my week. I be like, oh man, it's all good. It's all. Now when I come to the restaurant, they be like, come sit over here. I got him right here. Every time, I'm $100. Boom, boom, boom. If my bill $200, I love giving.